All right, I'm gonna try something. All right, we're gonna try something today. All right, I've tried this before and it didn't work. So at the recording of this video, I'm getting ready to head downtown Jacksonville, Florida, to get ready to watch the Jaguars take on the Kansas City Chiefs. So by the time this comes out, the Jaguars would have already won the game. By the time this comes out, the Jaguars would have already beaten the Chiefs. We'll see if this works or not. Some of y'all could be in the comments right now saying, D, you thought you had them. You thought you had them. The city is alive today. So I want to capitalize on that energy. So I'm speaking it into existence. Jaguars beat the Chiefs. I hope. Let's get started with today's video. YouTube, what's going on YouTube? What is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy one more time, DEDRICKHICKSJR, and now I'm back with another fragrance video. Smell good, family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. And as always, man, it's positive energy, it's positive vibes, and most importantly, it is positive vibes only. All right, so we are here today to discuss some more fall fragrances. Smell good, family, and we're gonna go the niche route this time around. All right, so fall is in the full gear. There's niche content. Fall content everywhere. I've done my top 10. I've done what I'm most excited to wear. And now we're going to be talking, niche fragrances. And I have a good variety here today. We have 7 fragrances that are really great options for this upcoming fall season. All right. So some of us are still dealing with the warmer weather, like myself and us down here in the South. But you can feel the change in the air. You can feel it in the air. And it's about that time. So these are several recommendations. Now I must say there is one on here that is super discontinued. The bottle is out there on eBay for crazy prices, but I wouldn't pay that for it. But I just gotta keep it real with what I'm gonna be wearing and what I'm looking for on the niche side of things. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. One of my personal favorites, it's 1A, 1B, my favorite from this particular house. And this is a compliment magnet and perfect for the fall. From the House of Parfums de Marly, we have Pegasus Exclusive. Pegasus Exclusive, man, beautiful. One of my first real loves from the House of Parfums de Marly. You take that original Pegasus, that's really, really good, but I think this is leaps and bounds better in my opinion, and I'll tell you why. You add some oud. There's more of an ambery presence here. It's more darker. It's a little bit more bold, a little bit more in your face. That almond note is even smoother in this fragrance, and I just think how it's being accompanied by the oud and by the amber is really giving it a more I won't say the first one is rich too, the original, but how dense and how much darker it is, and I really appreciate that about this one in particular. Again, I think the original is really, really, really good, but this is great, and wearing it in many situations. I've worn this on date night. I've worn this on, nights out with the fellas, chilling at the cigar lounge, watching some games, or the sports bar, chilling some games in the fall. Football is a beautiful culture of fall weather as well. And I've also worn this to the office. So this is a bit versatile. You could wear this in different situations, but just for fall in general, absolutely. I know Parfums de Marly is, a very popular niche brand, but if it's good, it's good. If it's great, it's great. And that's what this is, man. From the House of Parfums de Marly, we got Pegasus Exclusive. Outstanding niche fragrance for sure. Really, really good. All right, up next, speaking of that discontinued one I was talking about, from the House of Zaharoff in collaboration with my man Justin Copeland, we have Second Soul. Second Soul. Yes, discontinued. Rum, spices, tobacco, suede. It's outstanding, man. It's outstanding. To me, at the base of this, I've always gotten this fougeric element to the DNA, and this is it's probably the best out of all of the Zed creators. Like I've smelled all of them, and all of them are great. It kind of goes back and forth between this and Business Over Pleasure. the original because I just like that iris in it. It's just so good. But this right here, man, with that rum aspect of it, the spices, the woods, the kind of like lightly smoky presence that I get to this, it's just outstanding. Discontinued for sure. Unfortunately, it is. But this is just one of those ones for me in the fall. It's just a winner. So I'll be wearing this sparingly because I'll never get another bottle of this unless one's lying around somewhere and I don't know. I get it, you know, but I don't know. But this is outstanding stuff. Perfect for the fall. If you have this, you know. If you don't have it, you missed out. And I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm just being honest, man. So there are bottles floating around out there for outrageous prices. But I think for fall, this is for me and my collection and what I got going on. This is quintessential. Like for sure, ever since I have gotten it. So one of the best from the Zaharoff brand. Like if they get, like I know the Z creators is like projects and you know they're out for what they'll be out for. But man, some of them, yo, George got to really consider making them permanent. In my opinion, and this is one of them. This stuff is fire, man. From the house of Zaharoff in collaboration with my man Justin Copeland, Stay Fresh Productions, we have Second Soul. And yes, I'm aware of Z Creators 3 is on the way, so we will see what that is all about very, very soon for sure. All right. Up next, from the house of Argos, man, I wore this out last fall. I got this last fall. And this was one of my most worn in the fall. From the house of Argos, we have Fall of Phaeton. Man, beautiful fruity leather here, man. It's very nice. Very nice. I love that pink pepper, that kind of candied citrus. The beautiful leather suede quality to this. It's just outstanding, just silky smooth. Nothing edgy about this, just smooth. I love this stuff. I wore this on Thanksgiving last year with my family. I've worn this on date nights, holiday events. Like this is just really, really good. So if you're not the biggest fan of leather, but you're looking to get into it and you know maybe enjoying leather in a certain type of way, I would encourage you to look this way, because that fruity leather aesthetic with this fragrance is truly that. And I just haven't heard too many people say that they don't like this fragrance. It's very pleasant, very smooth, high quality. Like I said, this fruity, smooth leather is what you get with this fragrance overall. This stuff is awesome. Great performer as well. From the house of Argos, we have Fall of Phaeton. It is outstanding. And if you're looking and to save some money on Argos, you can use my code. I'll have it right down below. I believe it's Dedrick10. And that's anything on the house of Argos you can save money on. This is one to look into for sure. All right, up next. I don't think I've ever talked about this fragrance on the channel yet. And I've had this for a few months. And this is outstanding stuff. From the house of Anfas, we have Mada. This is very good. It's oriental sweet, spicy fragrance. In the base, you get some oud in here that really shows itself as the fragrance matures. This beautiful kind of raspberry plum combination here. It's outstanding. I love saffron, and the saffron is just right. It's not overpowering the raspberry plum effect. There's some light florals in here as well. It's outstanding. Now, I don't think this is going to be for everyone, because what the oud does as it starts to appear, especially in the dry down, so I will be very, very careful with that. Get you a sample. Max Aroma has them. I got a code over there too, Dedrick10, to save you some money. The House of Anfas is slept on. I have about 5 offerings from the house, and fantastic work that they do. But this one is going to be very good for the fall weather, especially fall evenings out. There's a few kind of dope restaurants that me and my wife like to go to in the fall. We kind of dress it up a little bit, kind of step into some really dope spots, kind of get away from like your regular, you know, I don't know, your in and out restaurants, I guess, but you know, more fine dining, I guess, if you want to call it that. And this kind of fragrance will go really well. dressing it up a little bit. It's sweet, it's spicy, it's just enough of everything. And then that oud kind of comes out and shows its masculine strength. Not funky, not something that's gonna make you run away, but it's definitely very present as this fragrance starts to develop, at least off of my skin. So great for the fall evenings, fall nights. This is going to be a winner, and you'll hear me talk about this more as the fall season continues to move on. So from the house of Anfas, we have Mada. Dope bottles from this house. I love this brand. They do some really, really good work. Very beautiful stuff. All right. Up next, man, this stuff is fire, bro. From the house of Maxim Perfumes, we have La Oud Marine. La Oud Marine. So interesting. Cacao, beeswax, vanilla, oud, ambergris. What you get here is this kind of dark aquatic that has it puts, okay, it doesn't smell like 40 knots, but if 40 knots had like an older uncle, I ain't gonna say brother, older uncle, like Unc, 40 knots is amazing. I love it. But this is like up there as far as like the next level what 40 knots would be. Because that cacao and that beeswax and that vanilla in this dark aquatic arena is super interesting. Very interesting. No one's going to smell like you wearing this. Now, these fragrances from Maxim Perfumes, they are expensive because they use a lot of raw natural materials. And you look at the color of this juice, bro. Look at the color of this juice. So like I said, yeah, you get that the benzoin, the cacao, the vanilla, but you have the oud, you have this suede, you have these ambergris in here that give it this kind of dark, kind of stormy, aquatic feel with those kind of sexier elements to the fragrance. It is outstanding. It is outstanding. This might be my favorite overall from the house, and I have quite a bit from the collection. But man, if you want to be different and stand out, and this has sex appeal, masculine touches, women, ladies, you could definitely wear this too. But I just think that for those who are not into like sickly sweet gourmands and sickly sweet fragrances, you want a little bit of sweetness, but you want that kind of that dominant masculine factor. Here you go, and no one's going to be smelling like you. From the house of Maxim Perfumes, we have La Oud Marine. This stuff is outstanding. Again, in the vein of 40 knots, but up a notch. See for yourself. All right. Up next, my lord. This stuff is super sexy, bro. This is a dangerous fragrance here. From the house of Boudicca the Victorious, we have Ardent. Ardent. Just wow. Oh my God. That beeswax, honey, rose. It's just so good, bro. I have not worn this yet. Me and my wife are going out this weekend, and the temperatures have been nice in the evenings, like in the low 70s, nice breeze. This may make its debut this weekend for full wearing. I've been testing it on skin for the past 3 weeks. My wife loves this. She says, yeah, that is good. That is sexy. Like, she was like, when she smelled it. This is going to get put to work, and I'll keep y'all up to date. But anyway, as far as date nights for the fall, you're going niche. Although this resembles a lot from Tom Ford's Noir de Noir, this is just better. It's just better. This is constructed better, built better. I'm not saying Noir de Noir is not good. It is very good. It was been on my list for quite some time, but I don't need it anymore because I have this beauty. And I think it's because of that beeswax and that rose that just melts together so beautifully. This stuff is incredible. At the top of the list of like date night, like suggestions and recommendations for me, yeah, I just got this maybe a month ago, but I am looking forward to really putting this to work this upcoming fall and winter. So if you're looking for sexy for the fall, date nights, you know, more intimate settings, even if y'all just kind of chilling at the house and you know you got your boo coming over and y'all just kind of chilling, or if you already live together, y'all just kind of chilling. It's kind of one of those cuddle movie night, Netflix and chill. type vibes. Being grown, being sexy, getting to it type energy. You know, we grown. Well, most of us grown here, but this is just one of those ones. It'll work in many events when you're about the sexy. Again, if you're about the sexy, here you go. From the House of Boudicca, the Victorious, we have the great Ardent. This is outstanding. All right, and last but not least, one of the most complimented fragrances for me all last fall. I love this stuff. It is outstanding. From the House of Nazar Fragrances, we have Mango Tobacco. Mango Tobacco from the House of Nazar. And I got this last year, put a little dent in it. Last fall, last winter. Buttery mango. On the tobacco side, it's a little bit more of a kind of a sweet tobacco. You get like this kind of brown sugar, light spices, a clean oud in here as well. This is very good stuff. Nazar offers a different kind of fragrance experience, unlike really anything else out there. The oil concentration is very heavy in this fragrance and all of the Nazar fragrances, Extrait de Parfums. But for me, the connection is strong because of what I experienced coming up with fragrances and oils and things of that nature. Terrence really got creative and really made something that could really be in its own lane, and I appreciate that. And we've talked about Nazar a lot on this channel. We will continue to. And it's not for everybody. To each his own. Whatever your thoughts are and your opinions are, cool. But I'm just talking about for myself and what I love. This is a staple from the house, and this is a must try. Now, does it come off like a traditional tobacco? No, it doesn't. It doesn't come off like a traditional dry tobacco. It doesn't. What really shines here is that buttery mango, kind of like brown sugar type of vibe here. This stuff is sexy. It's a compliment getter, and it's going to offer you a different experience when it comes to fragrances because, again, the oil concentration here is extremely heavy. So I love this stuff. Huge fan of Nazar. Terrence, my man, this is one to look into. A lot of y'all have tried this. A lot of y'all have been impressed and really enjoy this being in your collection. And some of y'all say, hey, this is just not what I was looking for. Cool. And what is this hobby about? Being subjective. But for me and my collection and my vibe, if I'm wearing this and I'm in the same room as you, I might win that one. I might win that one. That's my opinion. From the House of Nazar Fragrances, Mango Tobacco. To me, this stuff is incredible. It's fire. Love this stuff. Really good. Really well done from Terrence for sure. All right. So there you have it. Niche fragrances for fall 2025. I thought we had a really good blend, a lot of different things. And the fall season is the best season, right? Especially for fall and fashion. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm down here in Jacksonville, Florida, and we're just kind of waiting, but it's coming because we feel in the air in the nighttime, in the evening, and in the morning time. So looking forward to it. But let me know down below, what are some of your favorite niche fragrances for fall in 2025? What do y'all want to wear? What do you want to acquire? What do you want to sample? Where you at with it? All right. So y'all have a great fall. Get out and have some fun. The fair is coming down here soon. You know, there's different events that happen down here in the city that the fall brings out, and just overall looking forward to it and possibly wearing one of these fragrances. All right. So until next time, be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves, positive energy, positive vibes as always. And remember, what you put out to this world is exactly what you are going to get back. All right. Appreciate y'all. Go Jags. Did the Jags win? Did we win? Did we win? On Monday Night Football, by the time this video comes out Tuesday morning, we're about to find out. All right. So don't go too crazy on me in the comments if we got smoked. But I don't think we are. Go Jags. Wow. That was awful. Peace. Spike.